Oh, tejal bun tabi. More. Tejal mo bun tabi. Okay, I can see it on. Yeah, aja. Tej ko? Ah, that's good. Hello, everybody. Hi. Let me get my mic together for Instagram because I forgot that. I forgot where do I put it? Here is not a good idea. Where do I put the Instagram mic? Hello, TikTok. Hi, YouTube. Welcome and happy Friday. Today is Friday. Yes. Happy Friday. I'm getting my Instagram mic together because I forgot it today. As always, but I still love you, Instagram. Hey, everybody. Things are looking good. Hi, Instagram. Can you hear me? I have the mic today for Instagram. I hope you can hear me. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. We had a very good reading on, when was it? On Monday, was it? It was a beautiful time. And always what I do is I go live on all the platforms and then I archive all the readings on YouTube. So all the readings that we've been doing, whenever, right, you feel like going back to rewatch them, maybe you ask a question and the question was answered, you can always go back to YouTube and it says Oraclesplace card readings and you can rewatch everything that we have done. Okay. So for now, before anybody asks a question or we go into the reading, I want to start with one of my favorite cards, which is How to Love Yourself by Louise Hay. And we'll open with that today. I'll just pick one card from it. My alarm is going on. And YouTube, let me move the camera because it's close to the table and then it's shaking. Okay. So we are going to start with How to Love Yourself. And then as we go, you can just say in the chat, pick a card for me. Or if you have a specific question, you can ask it. I always say that I don't require you to write your question in the chat. You can just ask your question in mine. And then when the card comes out, you let me know if it resonates. If you want me to pick another one. For the people who have asked me several times if I do personal readings, yes, I do. Those links are in the chat, in my bio, not in the chat, right? The links are in my bio. You can go ahead and book a personal reading. I don't talk a lot about, there's a lot that came out when I was just about to say relationships. I don't talk a lot about relationships, and I do know that a lot of people, when they come on and they see tarot cards, their first question is, my boyfriend this, my husband that. We can still work on that together, but the advice and the intention and the focus would be on you instead of your partner, right? If that makes sense. We'll be focusing on you, your development, right? How you can be better as a human being. Because the better you are, the better you can be for your partner. So I cannot give you advice about your marriage and your relationship, but I can help you see what you are contributing to that relationship that is breaking it down. Nora Nyan, are you Senegalese? Yes, I am Senegalese. I am Senegambian. Okay, let's go. Let's pick one and open the day with How to Love Yourself. Okay. The one that came out is I am centered in truth and peace. I am centered in truth and peace. Yes. Yes. Perfect card, right? Like I said in the beginning, in terms of relationship, that is my truth. So, what is your truth, you that is watching? What is your truth and your peace that made you tune in today and you were listening? What's your truth and what's your peace? The universe is one of great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in every moment of my life. The universe is one of great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in every moment of my life, right? Personally, in my own life, how I reflect this or show this in my personal life is any relationship, any place, any person, anybody who disrupts my peace. Let's say it like that. I always tell myself, okay, I have learned the lesson that I was supposed to learn, and then I move away from there. I let people go. Many a time we don't want to leave people and places go because of abandonment issues. But if it destroys your peace, let them go. Let the people go. Let people, places go so you can have your own peace. Right? That is always better. Okay. That was how to love yourself. We can go with African Goddess Rising unless somebody in particular wants a card pulled for them. If not, I would go into, we'll just continue, make it a collective reading. I'll just pick the cards and then we break them down together. Unless right now someone specific wants a card pulled for them, and then we can do that right here. I will give it a second. Let me take a sip of my delicious coffee. Okay, let's go ahead then. With the African Goddess Rising, one of my favorite card decks. It's the African Oracles, and the oracle was made by Abuela Abrams. Abuela Abrams. Okay. Yama. Nam. Cosmic Power. Mao Lisa. Nice boy. Bakote. Probably been years ago. I don't think I can remember that. But thank you for being here. I will pick 3 cards. Queen of Sheba. Secrets Revealed. One more, right? And then we can read those. Mao Lisa, Cosmic Power. Queen of Sheba, Secrets Revealed. Let's do one more. Let's do one more card. Queen Ya Ashantewa. Level up. Level up. That is beautiful. Okay. So this is the first one. Mao Lisa, Cosmic Power. And this is the African Goddess Rising. Queen of Shiva, Secrets Revealed, the beautiful Queen Ya, Ashantiwa, Level Up. Okay, let's delve into the meaning. I have my own ideas already in terms of cosmic power, right? Cosmic power, secrets revealed, and level up. And for cosmic power, depending on where you're from, how you were raised, what you've been told, many of us have not tapped into our own cosmic power yet. How you were taught, we have not tapped into it because we've always been made to feel like the power or divine power or whatever it is, call it whatever you want, is outside of us. We've never seen it to be within us. Just yesterday, I was listening to another podcast and we were talking about manifesting, right? Bringing in things to you. And it's saying, we were talking about walking with deities, walking with different aspects of the universe. And you can call the universe whatever you want, say God, whatever it is that you, however you want to say it. And when you're doing that work, you're more out there, out of body, in the cosmic power. And then when you are receiving whatever you are calling in, then you receive it in the world here as you are, in whatever vessel you are in. Anyway, but I know in my own experience, I had to grow and learn these things and be able to look beyond the religion that I was taught and the ideas that I was given as a child, to be able to tap into the universal power, or even to understand universal laws, right? So um, Mawa Lisa is a goddess of cosmic power from Benin. And the guidance is, you are in the right place. Release the fear of your power. You are sacred. You are magic. Now that you know this, you can no longer pretend not to. And I think that's a powerful thing to know. Many a time when I go on live and I talk about this, or people book a reading, or we have a one-on-one, or we're just in conversations, people have constantly told me, oh, how can you talk about this? How can you do this? Even reading the cards, I always get the question, how did you learn to do it? And for me, all of these things just open up. The more I heal, the more I tap into myself. I have a group called Divine Feminine Energy. The more I tap into the divine feminine, but also not scared of the dark feminine. And the deities that I love most are all into the dark feminine, right? Like Santa Muerte, who is in Mexico, she's considered the god of death, or you can call her Santa Muerte. And then the dark goddess, Kalima, Indian, right? There is Oya. Oya is Yoruba, African, the goddess of thunder and storm. They all have the dark feminine energy, which is a powerful energy, but most of us suppress it. And we suppress it because we just don't know. Right? You are in the right place. We are always in the right place at the right time. Because many a time, wherever we are, there was a time in our life that we wanted to be there. Where I am right now, I wanted to be here. Everything that you're seeing that surround me, I wanted it. And as I'm sitting here, I can remember the time that I wanted what I'm surrounded with. Even though now that I am here, I am already creating a life beyond this. And we can talk about that when we get to level up. So we are always at the right place at the right time, because there was a time we wanted to be where we are now. But sometimes we forget that we wanted to be here. But if you really tap into your intuition and you start really watching the events that happen in your life and how they come about, you will always remember the time when you were talking about, oh, I wanted to do this, and then now you are there. That's part of remembering. That's why most times when you're healing, people will say, you just forgot yourself, but welcome back. That's usually what it is. Whatever situation we are having, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how hard it is, there was a time we wanted that particular situation, but maybe the way that we are manifesting did not manifest how we want it. Good day, Afrocentric. Welcome. Yes, the Raja handbags. Absolutely. Right? Release the fear of your power. When you release the fear of anything, being fearful of, I don't have money, what are people going to say, what am I going to do, who's going to like me, who's going to love me, the moment you let go of that, the deeper you can tap into your intuition, the more you can understand your own power, what your power is, or your life purpose, or what you're supposed to do on earth. That is all part of your power. Your power might not be on a big scale, it might not be going live, but it could be something that can touch somebody in your life that is close to you. The limitations that we set for ourselves, right? Settlement. Ah, that reminds me. Settlement. I wish I could do the cowrie shells. I still want to learn the cowrie shells because that's what I used to say when I went to the ladies doing the cowrie shells. Settlement. Okay, we'll do yours. Girlish. Yes. Right. The limitations we set for ourselves. Just joking, but that's good. I liked it, right? Gives me a very good memory, girlish. The moment we let go of the limitations that we set ourselves, I can't do this. I can't talk about this. You can look like that. I cannot look like that. You can talk about that. I cannot talk about that. You can do that. The moment we let go of those things, so much open up in our lives, because sometimes we don't even know that we are the ones stopping ourselves. And I always say that because I used to be that person who did not know that a lot of things I was the one blocking myself. I had no idea, right? I thought that there was just something that's beyond my understanding that I couldn't know. And then the deeper I went, I realized that I was stopping myself. Now that you know this, you can no longer pretend not to. There's a saying that the more you, the moment you awaken, you can never go back. The more you hear these things, you can never unhear them. Which is why when people ask me, oh, how can I start my healing journey? Like, how can I do this? How can I do that? You have to set yourself free. Absolutely. How can I do this? How can I do that? I always say, listen to things that feed your soul. Listen to people that teach you things that you never knew, that open your mind. Because the more you listen to these things, the more you're able to see yourself. And the more you see yourself, the more you're able to let go of things. And when you are able to realize that you are not the only person going through these situations, healing, feeling alone, feeling abandoned, The moment you know that you're not the only one, just that gives you energy, good energy and motivation. Because now you know, I am not the only one. That's a song. I can't remember the song. Rise up into your magnificence. Love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. In one of our campuses, right, for content creation, I I am part of the people that do reviews for people who are just starting their content creation journey and want to do talk to camera like I am doing. And there's a particular person who would always say, love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. He would always say, I don't like myself. I don't like my face. I don't like how I look. And he is very resistant to help too. And most times we don't even know that we are resisting help and love. I would always tell him, I am here for you whenever you're ready. You can send me your videos. I think you're fine. You're okay. There's nothing wrong with you. But he would go off on a tantrum. I don't trust you. I don't trust people. I don't this. I don't that. But for the simple fact that I have learned to sit in my feminine in these situations, especially with men, I don't try to change him. I don't try to force him. I would just say, that's okay. That's okay. My role in the campus is to just help students that need help. And whenever you're ready for that, I am here. It's up to you. And he would say, what if I'm never ready? I'll tell him that's okay too. Now, old me would have gone down the rabbit hole with him. Why do you think that about yourself? You should never think that about yourself. Da, 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 da. So glad I came here today. Love this message for us. You are very welcome. I always say welcome home when people first join us, right? So love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. Stop pretending to be less than you are. In these past lives, which that can mean different things, but these past days that I've come on live, I've talked about this very quote that I had from Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, and that really sticks with me, and it's one of those quotes that really sticks with you. The first one that I heard long ago from Wayne Dyer that stuck with me is, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And now I have this one from Dr. Bryan, which is, we teach what we know and we create who we are. We teach what we know and we create who we are, right? And I, now in the position that I am at, I can actually see how I create who I am, that creation. And I'm getting to be more at peace with it. Why? Right? Stop pretending to be less than you are. I was that person who used to pretend to be less than who I am. I would dress down because a lot of places that I go to, I am either the tallest, the skinniest, the darkest, and then when I dress, I stand out. Like you, most of the places that I go, you will remember me because either I'm the only person with no hair, the darkest in the room, which all of these has never been a problem, but I always feel very conscious of myself to the point where I would pretend to be less than who I am. So I would dress down. I wouldn't want to speak the way I'm speaking because a lot of people would come to me, oh my God, your accent, your English, you speak good English. I'm thinking, what does good English mean? I've always spoken English and I love to read, so maybe that contributes to it. But I would always dumb myself down. And now I've stopped doing that. In most places I go, I would think that I'm overdressing. So I would try to underdress. Why? Because I don't want to stand out. So if this is you and you relate to it, if you have any form of childhood trauma, PTSD, you might be doing this and you don't know that you're doing it. I didn't know that I was doing this. I thought that I had to blend in with people, that I didn't have to stand out. And the reason for that was because I grew up in a place that would always say, you are doing too much. But that started to change. Um, if you've been here, you know that when the weather is changing, allergies. So, I'm a human. That started to change when I heard Oprah Winfrey say that there was a time in her life she didn't like people saying she was full of herself. And then as she grew in her career, she would always say, yes, I am full of myself and overflowing. Took me years to be able to just own that, to be able to just sit in that, to walk around in dresses that I love and enjoy and wear them. And some people would ask me, are you going somewhere? Where are you going? I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. Born and raised in the Gambia, in Africa, the things that we wear normally every day, when you wear it outside of Gambia, from what I have learned, it looks like you are dressing up. And I'm just like, we just wear these things. We just dress up like this. It's no occasion. This is how we just dress. But it took me years too to own that. Stop pretending to be less than who you are. Right? Whenever you dress up or you go to places and you feel like it I don't know how to your truth or your heart, you feel like it's closing up on you. You just feel like everything is closing up on you. Then you are already being less than who you are. Because when you are who you are in any place, you feel uplifted. You feel so good. You feel like you're floating. And anybody who comes around you, they can tap into your energy. They just feel your energy. People want to talk to you. People will look at you. But if these things make you feel bad, that means you still haven't tapped into who you are. Because there is such a good energy that comes from being who you are, where you can just stand or sit and just watch people and how they act around you because you are yourself. And maybe these people, they are not used to seeing people be themselves. They're not used to seeing people be who they are in their own authenticity. Your real power has nothing to do with external gains. Cosmic power. Actually, your real power is what attracts external gains. When you tap into your real power, into who you are, into your full self, into your higher self, then you call in the external gains. Because there are some people who have the external gains, but inwardly, they don't have that spice, that flavor. It's not in them. You meet them and they're just empty shells. but they have all the external gains. I have met a few like that. They were not super rich, not celebrity rich, but rich enough. But inwardly, I could see the pain, and that always blew my mind. I'm thinking about two women who were mothers as well, and they had everything, everything, the house, the cars, and all of that. But the pain that they were going through, it was humbling for me because at that time I wanted what they have, external gains, but they wanted what I have, which is the internal gain, which is the cosmic power. And at that time, I didn't know it yet. So I had to grow into seeing that, okay, I have this power. This is my power. Cosmic power cannot be destroyed or lost. You were created by the same force that birthed the sun and the moon. And the affirmation is my power shines forth from within. Absolutely. My power shines from within. All of these that I'm talking about, yeah, there are some that I learned. My schooling, I've decided to curate it about these topics, about these issues, from Black psychology to African history to African psychology to mental health and all of that. But at the end of the day, you can learn that from what I have seen and the people that I have met. You can learn that and still not be able to interpret it in a soulful way. I've seen people who know all of this, but they can only talk about it intellectually. If you take out the intellectual part, they can't speak to your heart. And I cannot do the intellectual. So let's go with the Queen of Sheba, right? I pulled three cards, and usually the three cards are the past, which was the cosmic power, getting into your power, the present, secrets revealed, and then the future. The future is level up. Queen Ya Ashantiwa. So now let's do the present, which is revealing the secrets. Queen of Sheba. I love her look in these cards. I am looking to get more African American, Caribbean, Haitian inspired tarot. So we'll get there. And Queen of Sheba, of course, Ethiopia. And the guidance is open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. Your inner vision is crystal clear. And as I am reading this, I want to sneeze. And we have this saying in my culture that when somebody says something and then someone sneezes, that means, it's the truth. Or when you're thinking about something or reading something and sneeze at that moment, it's the truth. And the sneeze is coming up, but not coming. Open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. Your inner vision is crystal clear. Most of us don't want to see the truth. And the truth is usually just ourselves, right? We don't want to see the truth because we are afraid of what we are going to see. And what you are going to see is nothing. It's nothing. The deeper you go, you see that there's nothing. There's nothing there to see. Hi, Nina. It's been a long time, Nina. Nice to see you again. I am reading the African Goddess Rising. That's what I'm doing. And I'm doing 3 spreads. We just did the past, which is cosmic power. And I'm doing present, secrets revealed. And then we do future, which is level up. Nice to see you, girl. It's been a while. Yes. So many people are scared. of being able, thank you, being able to see the truth, to look into the truth. What is the truth? And the more you're able to see the truth, the more you heal, the more you love yourself, the more you're okay with who you are, the more you are able to let people around you be who they are. The story that I just said about the other student who's with me in the campus, I don't know, I cannot say I 100% know what he is going through, or that I have went through what exactly everything that he is going through. Hello, Jola Queen, right? But I understand what he is feeling. I understand the depression. I understand the anxiety. I understand the feelings that he have of not loving himself, of not wanting to look at his face. I used to be there at some point in my life, right? So being able to see the truth of my dark side, of who I am, of the pain that I have been through, of the trauma that I have, accepting that I had a traumatizing childhood, I am able to let him be himself because I can see the truth in me. I just let him be himself. And the more you are seeing the truth of the people around you, of yourself, of society, of the world, things are the way they are. It's raining, it's raining. It's too hot, it's too hot. Things are expensive, things are expensive. You are able to see things the way that they are. And then eventually, Nina, come to my TikTok or my YouTube because this battery is dying. The phone's battery is dying. And my TikTok and YouTube is the same. Everything is the same name. You can find that link in my Instagram bio and just come join me on TikTok, or it paused. Am I talking to a paused screen? Anyway, yes, your inner vision is crystal clear. See, I'm swinging on the chair, and when I do reviews, I always tell people don't swing on the chair. I'll try not to swing on the chair. Embodiment. You don't know what you don't know. We don't know what we don't know. Your creator, ancestors, angels, spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is divine intelligence. Pay close attention. There are things you do not let yourself see. There are things you do not let yourself see. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose your own path. Certified Junior. That reminded me of Certified Lover Boy. Nina, if you're still there, or whoever's still there on Instagram, come join me on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm going to close Instagram because the battery is dying. Bye bye, everybody. Okay. Flow buka?
I was gonna say I'm going to peace up. You're gonna hear the flushing.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Let's read all of that and then break it down. Open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. Your inner vision is crystal clear. You don't know what you don't know. Your creator, ancestors, angels, spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is divine intelligence. Pay close attention. There are things you do not let yourself see. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose your own path. And the affirmation is I am connected to the divine. Now, how do I say it? There's a lot coming in my head. Uh, just opening yourself up mentally, emotionally will do so much for you, right? The most of us, the peace we're looking for, the just um being able, for us women at least, being able to be in our soft girl era, as it is called, in our feminine energy, is more of just letting everything go and just being able to open our mind more, right? Because peace is not in trying to change everybody to do things the way that we want so that we have peace. Peace is letting everybody be who they are, let everybody do what they want to do, and you do what you want to do, and you are not trying to change anybody, get into anybody's business. You're not trying to get people in your business. You are just on your path, right? Choose your path. It said, choose your path. You are just on your lane. You're just doing you. These are things that I wish I was taught at a very young age, but it's never too late to learn, right? I have currently gone to a point where I can be reading stuff on Twitter, on I don't scroll TikTok because it's exhausting, but I do a lot more reading. So two social media places that I usually read a lot is Threads and Twitter, right? So I can be reading and seeing people fighting, and I would read the comments, and for me that's entertaining, and I would laugh. But whenever I feel myself being pulled to reply or to say something, I close my phone. I close my phone. I just let people do their thing and I just read and enjoy it. Yeah, I miss you. Sis Queen. Hi, Sis Queen. I don't know who it is, but I miss you too. Right? So, peace, in the way that I've experienced it, peace is just letting things be, letting things be the way they are. Now, somebody might say, but I want to contribute to society, I want to change things, I want to do this. You are beautiful. Are you from Uganda? Yes, I am from Uganda. I am from every part of Africa and Haiti and Jamaica, right? So, but mostly, and that's seeing the truth. We never see that as seeing the truth. We think seeing the truth is knowing this person is like that, or they did that to me, I didn't do anything to them. No, seeing the truth is understanding what are you doing that contributes to your own trauma, to your own pain, to your own hurt, what other people are doing to contribute to yours, because if you don't see yours, other people can contribute to your own trauma, to your own pain. Now, if you see your pain, you see your triggers, and you understand them, now you can make sure that other people don't contribute to it because you have your boundaries. And the boundaries are not for other people, the boundaries are for you to stop yourself, to shield yourself, from continuously going into places and being around people that don't have your best interests. So the truth is not about other people or other places. The truth, seeing the truth, is about ourselves. What are we saying? What are we doing that is contributing to our own hurt, to our own pain? The truth is always, how are we breaking our own boundaries, not how other people are breaking it. How are we breaking it? Because it is when we break our own boundaries that other people break ours. I know. Yeah. So let's see. I am connected to the divine. We are all connected to the divine. And a lot of times, the answers we are looking for, we get them. Whatever question you ask, you always get the answer. Whatever direction you want, you always get the answer. We always get the answer. But now the question is, how much are you connected to divine? You choose what divine is to you. How much are you connected to God, to Allah, to Jesus, to Buddha? How much are you connected? Because the answers you need are being given to you. But are you listening? Can you see it? Can you hear it? Because the answers doesn't come like I'm talking to you. This is the answer you were looking for. It's usually in the music you listen to, what random people are saying, signs here and there, ideas that come to your mind. Now, where we have a problem is we get the answers that we want, that we were asking for, but because it did not come in the way that we wanted it, we don't take the answer. Somebody would ask, will my boyfriend leave me? This is an example because I had this question here before. Will my boyfriend leave me? Now, the answer that person is looking for is, no, your boyfriend will not leave you. Just do this, this, and this. And my answer to them was, if you are asking if your partner will leave you, that means you don't love yourself. Because if you really and truly love yourself, you are very much okay with anybody leaving your life without you trying to hold them in place. Anyway, I feel like I can talk about that forever. There are things you don't want to let yourself see, and that will be the last one for this one, and I'll go to the last card, which is level up. There are things that you don't let yourself see, especially if it's painful. Hi, BG Triven. Hello, welcome. If it's something painful and it's going to bring you pain, or sometimes people say, I want to know, but I want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what the answer is. Because you are anticipated to be wrong, or because you already know you were wrong, or you had a hand in it, and now you don't want to see whatever it is. I used to do that. Sometimes I would be even right, but I still don't want to see. I don't want to see it. It's like being in relationships. You know the person is not good for you. You saw all the red flags, but maybe you just don't want to see the red flags because this is a person you want to be with so much. Be a man or a woman. You just want to be with this person. So the idea of you seeing the truth, that this is not the person that they are not who you think they are. You don't let yourself see it. Sometimes until it's too late. For me personally, I just never knew what red flags are. I could never see red flags because I was attracting people that were like my family. So for me, that was normal. So the truth, the thing that I had to let myself see was that the people that remind me of my family, they are just very toxic. And I have to go for people who don't have anything in common with my family in terms of emotional, mental, spiritual maturity. That was something that I had to let myself see. In the beginning, I didn't want to let myself see that. Obviously, because the idea of accepting that my mother is so toxic, my father is emotionally unavailable, my grandmother, whom I love, God rest her soul, was also very abusive. To let myself see those was very painful. Hello, Omega Wolf. Hi, hi. Our Jamaican bodybuilder. We're looking forward to seeing you in the biggest stages. I just want to be able to hold your towel and your bottle of water. That's the job I want when you get to the big stage. Just hire me to hold your towel and your bottle of water when you're going on stage. Right? So, me being able to let myself see that, exactly what I was saying, right? Will Maurice reach out to me? I have a crush on him and wrote him how I felt. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Is Maurice a man or a woman? That is exactly what I was saying. So letting myself see how my family is, my family dynamic, the way I was raised, the words that were spoken into me, understanding that or accepting and being able not just see but be able to break down who my parents are and the way they were raised. That's a painful thing to see. I'll tell you that. But that's the beginning of everything. Because the moment you can see that, the moment you let yourself see that in your own family, it will give you at least 90% of the answers that you need of the things that are happening in your own life. Yulam, I talked about this. Okay. I don't talk about relationships, but your question to me tells me that you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself to be by yourself, to wait for a man to come to you instead of you reaching out to that man because you have a crush on them. I mean, you have a crush on them. Are you 19? Are you 18? Because if you are 20 years and up, there's no need for you to be telling a man that you have a crush on them. Let them come to you, right? If they don't find you attractive, then that's good. You wait for the person who finds you attractive. This is just an indication that you don't love yourself enough, that you're the one following the man. I know because I've been there myself. So basically, the answer to you is love yourself. Loves yourself to the point that you don't even have a crush on anybody. You have a crush on yourself. 39, right? The last one, level up. This will probably be a good card for you. Talking about having a crush and reaching out to the man. Level up. Level up your mind. Level up how you think. Level up how you do things. Right? You go to the library, read some books, find a hobby, start a business. Do something, dress up, go to the mall, whatever it is for yourself. Go to the spa. If you can't afford that, do it at home. If you don't have a bathtub, it's still fine. Light some candles, incense, whatever it is you can do to make yourself feel good. Do that for yourself. Let the man come to you, not you going to them. Level up. And this goddess, Queen Ashantiwa, is from Ghana, from the Ashanti. Raise your standards. What a coincidence with that question and this card at the same time. Raise your standards. Most of us have high standards. I'm talking from experience, and if you don't relate to this, it's okay. You can let me know, but you can also pick something from it. Most of us have very high standards. I didn't know that the standards I had were high. I didn't know it. It's just like the story that I told about hearing Oprah Winfrey said that people were telling her she was full of herself, and then she was trying to not be full of herself, but then eventually she just own it and would say, yes, I am full of myself and overflowing. I used to be that person. I didn't know that my standards were high, but because wherever I went, either people thought I was a bitch or I have resting bitch face, Rihanna's face, or just people think, why would you want that? You think you're going to who do you think you are? So if you hear that, know that you already have high standards. And maybe you don't know that you have high standards. I thought something was wrong with me. And I would say, but I don't want this. I don't want people to talk to me like this. I don't want people to act around me like these are not the things that I want. But I couldn't hold on to my standards and say these are my standards because I was raised in a way that the people who raised me will want to knock my confidence down. All right? You are 20, raise your standards. Raise your standards. You are 20. You're not 15 anymore, where we have a crush on somebody in high school and then we are all girly. Oh my God, I have a crush on you, and tell them and write to them. You are not there anymore. In your 20s, you're starting to get into your womanhood slowly but surely. Right? So there's no, I have a crush on this person and then I tell him no. Raise your standards. 20 is a powerful age. So yeah, raise your standards. You be the one that people are fighting for and writing things and wondering, will Yulan? Will Yulan reply to me? Will Yulan talk to me? Let the boys fall on your feet at your 20, 21, 20. You don't go trying to get the guy because you have a crush on them. No, don't do that. You love yourself even more. Love yourself so much that the idea of you having a crush on a guy and writing to them, it's just unbelievable. That point of loving yourself and raising your standards, that's what I'm talking about. Get there, right? Forget that guy. If they respond, fine. If they don't respond, fine. If they want you, great. If they don't want you, great. But you love yourself and take care of yourself so much that you don't even have the time to think of a guy. There's nothing wrong with being single. Be single until somebody comes who can give you everything that you want. Now, I'm not talking about a type or no. Usually, the type that we want, that's based on trauma. The type that we want and the type that we need are two completely different things. Our type is usually the ones that break our hearts. The ones that we say, oh, that's not my type. That's the type that will take care of you. So get there. A leap forward, for one, is a leap forward for the tribe. Your choices can raise the frequency of your community and the planet. What I am telling you now, I choose to be that person. I choose to be that person to the point where anybody who is around me who talk about relationship like that or friendship like that, this is what I tell them. Why? Because I am doing them in my life and I am seeing the results. But I also had to learn from other women who are older than me, right? I generally listen to women who are in their 40s and their 50s. And some of them talk about their life journeys when they were from their 20s to their 30s. And these are usually always the lessons. Work on yourself, take care of yourself. I've been to an event where it's predominantly women, it's a women's event. And one of the ladies, she's very inspiring. She speaks on stage and she's a lawyer and, she has a haircut and all of these things. And she was saying that at her age, she would rather be single, and she's single. She would rather be single for the rest of her life than lower her standards to be with somebody who will disrupt her peace and everything that she's worked for. And at that point that I was talking to her, that's how I was feeling, right? I was feeling like I am okay with being single and not bringing in people in my being single and having no friends and not bringing people into my life who are going to destroy my life. So seeing somebody who to me is inspiring talk about that too was just, I am not wrong. Your choices can raise the frequency of your community and the planet. The moment you see the truth of yourself, of the world, of the people around you, now you choose your vibration. How do you want to vibrate? How do you want your aura to be? How do you want your energy to be? The moment you do that, you are contributing to the community. You're contributing to the planet. You're contributing to just everybody around you. The change that you want, you will begin to see it, right? And the embodiment. Time to level up. Time to level up yourself. Yulan, if you are still here. Time to level up yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is your season of quantum leap. Look into quantum leap. I love quantum leap. Quantum leap is going from one aspect of yourself and deciding just tomorrow, I want to be this person. And you think like that person, you walk like that person. There's a lady on YouTube, Teal, I think it's Teal Swan. She's this very white lady. Teal Swan, and she talks about mental health and all of these things. And that's how I found out about her. I love watching her. And whenever she's on stage, she always wear these very flowy dresses and with the diamonds and the studs, and she would wear them. And sometimes she would wear them bare feet. She's walking around on stage and she would wear these dresses bare feet. Now, These are dresses that I love. I love those girly, flowy dresses. I love wearing these silky dresses. I remember as a child, I've always loved wearing those dresses, but I couldn't. So, seeing this grown woman wearing these things, and then one of her participants told her, "How do you wear these dresses? I wish I could wear them." Her answer was, "You can wear them. You could wear them right now. You could go home right now and decide this is how you want to dress. And then you get the dresses and you start wearing it." That's quantum leap. The moment I heard that, it was like a permission that I didn't even know I needed. And to me, I was just like, oh, wait a minute. I could just dress like that. I love dressing like that. I enjoy wearing these types of dresses. The quantum leap is from that day just decided I'm going to think like this, walk like this, talk like this, act like this. This is the person that I want to be, dress like that. This is who I am. And then you follow through. Will it be easy? No. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. You have prepared for this. I need more napkins. You can't see it, but I can feel it. You have prepared for this. Life does not have to be linear, and neither does growth. A quantum leap feels drastic and huge. Life does not have to be linear, neither does growth, right? Life does not have to be linear. What came to mind was, oh, I was talking to someone and they can never remember that the things that I talk about when I come on live, they are in our content creation campus, has to do with spirituality and mental health. Why? Because generally, I don't look like the person who will get into spiritual stuff. The things I talk about and how I talk, and sometimes the music I enjoy. Um, in our content creation campus, we play a lot of music, call it trap music, hood music. In my everyday day to day, I don't listen to them, but most of the songs I know them, and when we play them, I would sing with everybody. That's the duality of life. It's not linear. Some people would say if you're spiritual, it doesn't make sense for you to have money. It actually doesn't make sense for you to be spiritual and not have money. Because when you're spiritual and your mind is open and you are aligned, it's very easy to manifest things, to pull things to come to you. So being spiritual and being broke don't go together. Because when your spiritual mind and spiritual senses are open, it's easy for you to pull things to come to you, right? And then some people would say, this is why a lot of people feel so much pain, because we are put in a box. If you are like this is how you're supposed to be. There's no room, there's no wiggle room that you can like spiritual stuff and then listen to whatever type of music, whoever I can think of anybody now, and then love the personality of Cardi B, and then be able to wear your shorts, and then they say you just have to be one person. And for me, this is why I truly love and I'm inspired a lot by Erica Badu. She can feed your soul. She can go hood at any time. She could sit anybody and speak anyhow she wants. That's authentic. That's natural. That's real. This is why there are so many problems with spiritual leaders or religious leaders getting into trouble because we expect people to be perfect. So life does not have to be linear, and neither does growth. A quantum leap feels drastic and huge. I know as I'm speaking to you, I am currently in a quantum leap with everything that surrounds me, with the way that I'm thinking now, with the way that I'm acting now, even the dreams that I'm having currently. I know I am in a quantum leap. But the secret is that quantum leaps happen little by little. And you can tell when things are changing if you really observe it. You can tell when your life is changing, you can tell when you are changing, so it doesn't surprise you. No, I used to like that, I don't like that anymore, I don't know why. No, when you really pay attention to your life, you can begin to see, okay, I don't want this anymore, and it's slowly waning and it's slowly going away. I used to be somebody who wear a lot of pants, but then eventually I saw slowly it was just something about wearing pants didn't feel good anymore. And I was still wearing it, and slowly it began to die down. It began to die away to the point where I haven't really seen pants that I'm just like, I want that. I just want to wear dresses like I talked about. It happens little by little. The more you are in touch with your intuition, with your gut feeling, the more you are in touch with yourself, you can begin to see how things are changing slowly. Slowly. It's like the trees. Okay, where I am at is getting into fall, right? We're getting into the fall season. So it's getting a little bit cooler every day. And my allergies are going crazy. Every day because I love opening the windows and then the pollen comes in and the trees are falling and everything, and I just keep sneezing. But fall, right? A beautiful season. Things start to change. You can begin to see the changes slowly, where the trees are turning from green, going to, is it yellow before brown, and then dry out. And then one day the wind will blow and the leaves will fall off everywhere, little by little. And as we go closer, I know New York season more. By now in New York, the trees are already really, really falling, and it's getting colder because New York is colder than where I am at, right? And then eventually, what do? You get to see that there's no leaves on the trees anymore. It's little by little, it's step by step. It is the same exact way in our life when you really watch it. So, what inspired action helps you level up? What inspired action helps you level up? People always ask, okay, so now what should I do? The moment you ask, what should I do? Maybe you shouldn't do anything. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything. Because whatever you do, you'll be forcing it. Inspired action, when it comes to you, just your entire being feels like doing it. It's just, you have to do it. There's no way. It just feels so right. Inspired action. It just inspires you. Doing that particular action feels so right. Listen to your soul when that action is coming up. What inspired action helps you level up? What is that action? What is that action that helps you be better? feel good about yourself. You are leveling up every time you perform that action. For me, coming life is one, because sometimes the things that I talk about or the things that come to me, there are times where I'm just like, I didn't even know I knew that. So it brings a lot out of me to be able to do that. And then I archive the videos on YouTube. And then the person that I work with, we cut them down into shorts. And when we do that and I listen back, it's like, oh my God, I didn't know I knew that. So this is one action that levels me up, and it's inspired action. It's just like, okay, I have to go live today. I don't curate what I want to wear. Something comes to mind, like this dress. It just felt so right to wear this dress and light my candles at the back. Okay, this way for you too. And light my candles at the back. It just felt, this is how I want to go live today. I wore different earrings, and no matter what I did, it was just like, no. And then I changed them to this inspired action. Hey, Neo, nice to see you too. Welcome. Welcome, my white boy. He would always say, I know I'm a white person, but I understand. I'm like, yes, it doesn't matter. Connecting to spirit with rituals, movement, meditation, and visualization is a great start. Absolutely. Connecting to spirit is just connecting with your own spirit, with your own self. You connect with your own self, your spirit. And then it becomes easy to just connect with whatever spirit it is that you want to connect with on a deeper level, right? Rituals. I remember one time I was putting together an online retreat for a few women together, and one of them said, I don't want to do rituals because they had their own idea of what rituals are. Some people feel like that. Rituals to them feels like, whatever voodoo or whatever, call it in satanic spirit, you name it. But what many of us don't know is we do rituals every single day. Our breakfast is a ritual. If you wake up in the morning, whatever steps you take every single morning and you do it every single day is a ritual. If you go to church every Sunday, that's a ritual. If you're a Muslim and you go to the mosque every Friday and you pray the 5 daily prayers and you do the I forgot the name. Yeah, what is the name? Uh, I know this is the kurus. Kurus, we call it that in Wolof. There's something else I wanted to say. And you do that. That's a ritual, right? You take a shower every single day. Maybe you take once a day or twice a day. You brush your teeth in the morning and at night. Or maybe you do it one day. That's a ritual. Werda. Yes. Hi, Divine Virgo. Nice to see you. Yes, you wear that, right? Every single day. That is a ritual. A ritual doesn't mean you are doing all the voodoo and the hoodoo and marabou things and whatever it is. No. We already have rituals. Now, the next step is, what rituals can you do for your own self, for your own well being, for your own health? I have always loved candles, lighting candles, especially scented candles, right? I've always loved that, the scent of the candle, and also burning incense. So for me, that's a ritual that I do every single day. I have to be in a place where I can light candles, where I can burn incense every day, just to get my energy cleansed and in a good space and in a good mood. No matter what is happening, I can handle anything and everything as long as I'm able to do my rituals every single day. So that is what it is. Connected to spirit with rituals. Some people is verda every single day. Some people is going to the church. Some people is going to the mosque. For me, right, it's I have my crystals, I have dry roses. Sometimes I would buy just roses, fresh roses, put them in a vase, have them at home, light my incense, light my candles. There are times where I feel like listening to certain music, or it can be just the high energy frequencies. I will just play that as background music whenever I'm doing anything. I feel like that. It connects me to myself first, spirit, my own spirit, myself, before it connects me to anyone else. By the time I leave my house and I go outside, I feel great. I feel like I'm floating. My aura is different by the time I leave the house because I feel good about myself and I like myself. Meditation and visualization. Visualize. Who do you want to be? Who are you? Where do you want to live? How do you want to speak? How do you want to walk? How do you want to talk? What are the types of food you want to eat? What are the places you want to go? See yourself there. It can be. Yeah, that's a ritual for me. Yeah. Sarah, Sarah, that's Muslim, giving out charity. People that go to church would say tithes, giving out tithes. Um, and when I was at the Zen temple, I forgot what it was, but I used to do that too. Yeah, you can make that a part of your ritual to connect. I always say that the number one reason I give charity because it makes me feel good. This is my honest truth. I never say I give charity to help people who don't have, or I give charity because I'm supposed to. No, the joy that I get from it, the intention of just preparing and knowing that I am going to give this to someone else. Just that feeling of accomplishing something makes me want to give charity every single time. And I've made it a habit where when I go out, there are times where, say, I have maybe $100. I might take out $20 and I would distribute it everywhere I go. Sometimes, if I can do more, I would do more and give it out. But I don't do it for the people. Some people would tell you, "Oh, I want to help people. I want to be helpful." The happiness that I get from giving charity, I cannot explain. And so that's a ritual that I do for joy. I give charity out for joy. Yeah. Meditation. So many people would say, I cannot meditate. If you say I cannot meditate, that's a story you are telling yourself. And there's a part of you that just keeps saying, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. Anybody can meditate. We meditate every single time. Meditating is not sitting down and, Buddha's back there, YouTube, for YouTube to see it, I have to go this way. But TikTok, I have to go this way, right? It's not that sitting in the lotus position and no, you can do walking meditation. You are in my camera. You can do walking meditation. A lot of things that you do every single day is meditation. Wirda, that's meditation. Muslims, when you're sitting down and you have your kurus, that's meditation. For me, I think that's the first meditation that I saw my grandmother do. But I don't think she was doing it the right way because there was too much trauma and too much pain. And she was only doing it for the religion instead of doing it to heal herself, if that makes sense. So a lot of things can be meditation. You go into the park, taking a walk, just go into the park and sitting down, right? For me, growing up, it was we would all come outside and sit outside. I loved just sitting outside by myself, watching the cars, watching around, just sitting there. That helped me be able to meditate. Now, that is different from being able to sit down quietly in silence. When people say they cannot meditate, that's what they are talking about. They cannot sit in silence. Why? Because if we go back to Secrets Revealed, when we sit in silence, we get to see what's going on in our head. And for some people, being able to see what's going on in their head for the first time freaks them out because they can't believe they're thinking all these things. And then they feel like there's something wrong with them. But the moment you sit in meditation, and then you are able to see what's going on in your head, the meditation is working. Because that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to reveal the things that are going on in your mind. And now the next step is, can you let that not distract you? Can you see what's going on? Understand, which is awareness, being aware of what's going on in your head. Maybe sometimes you drift off and then you come back and you realize, okay, I'm back here. But then you don't just throw everything and get up and say, I can't meditate. Yes, you can. It is working. That is the meditation. Meditation doesn't mean when you sit to meditate or when you are quiet, nothing happens and nothing is in your head. No, something is there. But now, can you just be at peace with that? And just let it happen. That's it for today. Unless I want to pull one guardian angel to just close. I'm still drinking my coffee. We can close with a guardian angel card. Fatsuzai. Today feels good. And we've talked a lot about seeing the truth and being able to see yourself, being able to understand yourself. One of the groups that I have on Facebook is Divine Feminine Energy. It's a free group that you can join. Divine Feminine Energy. And one of the admins is a guy. So I don't know if it would help for guys, but he is our divine masculine in the group. Yeah, so divine feminine energy. So mostly for the women who are just looking to see the truth, just getting beyond a lot of things, especially tapping into the feminine energy, dark feminine energy, especially dark feminine energy, because it's mostly the question that I got there, which is the dark feminine energy. And that's mostly just about confidence, standing in your truth, being confident in who you are, embracing yourself fully. That's what the dark feminine is. We have that group. It's growing pretty fast, which I'm very thankful for, because I started it a month or so ago, because I've been asked to do that, and that's growing pretty fast. For the guys, most of the guys that I connect with, we are on Telegram, the Telegram group. All those links are in the bio, and to join any of that is no cost, no cost to you. The only thing that would cost is for the people who want one-on-ones, and then yeah, I started a blog as well, and the blog started because a lady joined the group recently, and she was asking about divine feminine and dark feminine and what to do with her partner, because she wants to be feminine with her partner but also wants to tap into the dark feminine. And I always tell people I don't give relationship advice, even though it's so many questions that I get about that. So I started the blog, and there are two levels, which is two chapters of the blog. And one of them is healing from childhood trauma. And then the second one is tapping into the divine and dark feminine energy. And in both of them, I linked um, products and tools that I use for my own healing and just tapping into my divine feminine. But yeah, those are the ones that I have for now. Somebody asked me if I have a WhatsApp group, but I know most of the people that ask me for WhatsApp group are in the Gambia. So I'm thinking about that. I might get one for that, for the WhatsApp group, because most of the ladies that ask me that are in Gambia. So I wouldn't mind that. I'll look into that. It's just too many groups. And I don't know about handling all of that because it's only two of us now. Okay, let me take this. Two fell. The cards have been falling. Okay, I'll take these two, right? Uh-oh. Whoa, prayer, prayer. See that? Prayer, prayer, prayer. Let's do the prayer. One of them is their God and the other one is their guiding angel. Let's do the prayer. I love prayer. My grandmother was a prayer warrior, and I spent my entire childhood with her. Okay, so this one said, Dear God, you can insert their God, their Allah, and whatever works for you. Help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. And this part, help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. You can turn it around and see that you, as in you, me, I exist in everyone and everything. I exist in everyone and everything. And if you're able to get to a point where you can see yourself in everyone, that's a powerful place to be in. So let me read that one more time. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. There's a saying that the highest energy, the highest frequency is love. And that's why many people will tell you um, roses has one of the highest frequencies because roses symbolizes love. Dear guided angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. A very simple way, or very good way to let go of regret, right, and guilt is being able to see that whatever's making you guilty or whatever you're regretting, if you didn't go through that phase, you wouldn't be who you are today. There's a lot of things we want to erase in our life, but if we didn't go through that, like there's a lot of my childhood I want to erase. There's so much in my childhood that sometimes I would like, if I could just remove those things, who would I be? But then I have to remind myself all the things I went through as a child is what made me who I am today. Without the situations that I went through as a child, I don't know, all whatever wisdom I have, whatever knowledge I have, the things that I love, the things that I'm learning, all of those is because of my childhood. So I cannot regret or feel guilty of my childhood. So that's an easy way. I follow all the religions. They are all one. You can get wisdom from all of them and you can learn from all of them. And you can pray with all of them. Give it a try. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you when I see you again. Bye bye for today. I cannot believe. Oh, Beyonce joined. That's wonderful. Be great if it's the real Beyonce. I'll see you again. Thank you to Divine Virgo for your time. Thank you so much. I always appreciate having everybody here. Thank you for being a part of my healing journey. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Right? Have a great too, Afrocentric. Have a good day, everyone. I'll see you when I see you again. Enjoy your weekend. Love yourself. Enjoy yourself. Do what you want to do. Remember, inspired action. Whatever's calling your heart, whatever's pulling you, lean towards that. Try that. Give it a go. It's inspired action. It's divine inspiration, right? As long as it's not hurting you and it's not hurting somebody else, if your heart is pulling you towards it, give it a try and see what it is. And then take it from there. All right.